Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Second down after that previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Gets some space around the 30. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And I'll tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Again, makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Canes pick up enough for a first down. And here's the handoff. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense. Is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Hurricanes with first and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so second and 5.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver. From
the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Nice grab. It's DeMarco. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early, and now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. There's the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Caught quickly. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. And the Tar Heels are going to keep this drive moving.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the wideout goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Bringing pressure. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play. So we'll check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Return to pick 6. Pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the point after was good. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the left side. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And the Tar Heels will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Fielded near the 20. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
The old toss play, Chris, as you know, this used to be really a popular play in college football, and teams ran this out of the I formation. Now in college football, you see them running out of pretty much any formation, but the key still is being able to seal the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle, to allow the back to get to the corner.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
He's running out of time. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, North Carolina. A fumble return for 6.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets them a touchdown.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. An inside give now from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The Canes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The Hurricanes look to keep this drive moving. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. Now here's the toss play. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pressure is coming. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a long return, but the important thing that they wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Ball handed off. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the Canes looking to cash in the red zone. Big throw with the quarterback off the RPO. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the extra point was up and good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. About 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And tackled there by the defense. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He bought some time, now lets it go. And the Tar Heels looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. The offense recovers it. They maintain possession but lose a bunch of yards. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. And the Tar Heels bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the second half. You thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They're going to run the option. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Same tailback, another carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Throwing for his running back. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And there's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown for the U. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 8, so the offense starts backed up on this possession. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down. And this is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Kickoff team out there to boot it away for giving up the safety. This one will be fair caught. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Here's the second down play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Here's the handoff. Fights through a tackle. He's brought down out at the 46. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Takes the handoff again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. It's an out route, the catch made, and they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32. And the Tar Heels will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense getting set. It's second down.
Here we go.
The shotgun handoff here. He shreds the tackle. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Tar Heels pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. It's caught downfield. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Offense facing 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He makes the grab. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. The shotgun running play call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball, get out of Dodge, keep everybody healthy.
The Canes line it up with 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding.